So Jay, we know that with kids and families facing homelessness, a lot of kids when they go to school, they are, that's how they have their meals, their breakfast and their lunch. And so a Minnesota governor has actually signed a law where every child in every school is guaranteed free breakfast and free lunch. What do you think about this?
I think it's dope. I mean, it should have already been that way. I remember I lived in South Carolina, and I remember some years back, my daughter was in school, and we were paying for lunch, and then out of nowhere, they said that the kids the next school year, the kids not gonna have to pay for lunch because this particular district of school had like a $3 million surplus. You know what I'm saying? But they got parents continuously paying money. Like they got it. They got it, man. And if they don't have it, they can petition for it. They can go to the government and work out a plan for that to be the case. But again, these people know that this is going on. Every inner city, and it's not just the places, in Chicago, New York, certain places. No, everywhere. Because even white kids and Spanish kids and other kids, it's poor. They got poor. It's always poor among us, no matter what the color is, no matter what everybody try to push out. They only show black kids, or brown kids as being. It's poor. Like you in Minnesota, there's way more white people than black people or brown people in Minnesota. So they poor too. And I'm sure it's poor people in Idaho, Alaska, and everywhere damn else. So you just gotta, this kids should not have to pay for food in school. They know that there's a problem with the kids eating, so why don't everybody just have a program where the kids can take packages home for lunch? I mean, for the weekend. You know what I'm saying? Why are people paying for? Some parents dread the summertime coming because either the kid gonna be home because they can't afford camps. Why is it not free camps where they can give free breakfast and free lunch like they used to give when we were younger? You know what I'm saying? What was wrong with that? What was wrong with that? It didn't meet the criteria of what, it wasn't important enough. And people are hurting behind that. You know what I'm saying? It's going to always be kids that's underserved, underprivileged. So if we can send money to another country, can we not allot a little bit of that money to make sure that all our kids have some food every day? Especially if they choose to go to school. Because I know some kids, you got some parents that's AWOL and the kid is choosing to go to school. So we choosing to go to school, reward them. And that's the smallest reward is feed them. You'll be surprised what these babies do and how they perform if we fed them. If we gave them a real meal, not leftovers, not no bullshit, just like some shit you eat. Or you would feed your family. But that's the problem. We're really forcefully keeping certain people, certain children at the disadvantage, afraid that they're going to perform at a high level. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's an amazing thing. I think it's well overdue. I think that whoever hasn't decided to do that yet need to do it. So the other 49 states, get on your shit if you haven't. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I haven't done the research on who did what. So if it's 39, y'all do it. Whatever the number is, this should be mandatory. You know what I'm saying? Just everybody, kids shouldn't have to pay for it. Unless you take your kid to private school or something like that, then you pay like you wait for that. But public school kids should not have to pay for no damn lunch. They shouldn't have to pay to be on the basketball team. They shouldn't have to pay to be on the football team. Maybe they could pay for a jersey or something like that to kick into that, but they shouldn't have to pay. Shouldn't have to pay to be a part of fucking teams and have recreational things. Because that's a parent who's not going to have that kid and that recreational opportunity because they couldn't afford it. Not because the kid wasn't willing. You know what I'm saying? So all this stuff should be provided. Bring back the rec centers, free rec centers. You know what I'm saying? Bring back, free lunches, summer youth employment programs. Bring back all that shit so this could be a better world. I don't know if it's ever going to happen, but I'm in favor of it because I think it was great.